Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Silver. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to continue with where we left off, which was beating, I think, the 6th gym? Oh, game? Oh, wrong button. Alright. Did it go to the 6th gym? Was it the 6th gym? It was. Okay, so now we're dealing with the 7th gym, which is, I think it's Price, I think? We should have, I don't want to say an easier time, but we should have a decent time with this, since we now have a fire type as our main Pokemon. The only difference is that we don't really have a good fire type move. But one thing is for sure is that I want to teach the Holium a Shadow Ball, because Shadow Ball is actually going to be very helpful, especially since in this game, in particular, it's actually a physical move because it is a Ghost type move. Ghost type. I clicked the wrong button, didn't I? Alright. I clicked the wrong button. Where's the button? Where is it? Is it not here? There's a button that allows you to do... Oh, here it is. My bad. Okay, well, I clicked the wrong button. I clicked A too fast. So we got rid of Sacred Fire. Or Gust. Yes. I understand. I'm used to it switching to a different menu. That's why. Because I'm so used to the new games where it changes into a different menu. Is there a different move we can teach Ho? No. Or not really one that I really want to give it. Alright, let's go through the gym. I do not remember the puzzle, though. Now, I'm just going to start with these two trainers, though. Alright, first things first that I wanted to mention, right before we do really too much, is that I am still sick. So if you do hear, like, me stopping, like, talking like this, that is because I am sick and I am currently doing something that I don't really want to do for, like, I don't really want to have on my videos, so, yeah. Although, I will admit one thing, though, is that, like, it did actually get into a video. Well, technically two, because of the complete, but technically it's on 2 videos, but it's fine because you don't really hear the full thing. You just hear it start before I have the time to actually go click it. So it's all fine. It's all good. Okay. Gust. So I have also, so last time I was trying to figure out if the game that I found out that other people were playing, if the one that I got was the right one that they were using, because I really liked the one that they were playing because some of the Pokemon were really cool, and I found out that mine might be it. But I haven't played it till the point of where you can actually see that Pokemon. So I'm going to that point in which I can. I'm close to it. I just need the second part of it so I can be able to go get that Pokemon. And once I am, I'll be able to... that will probably be the next game that we play. So I will mention 2 things about it. One is that it is pretty much Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. So which means that we're going back to the original games in a sense, but with updated, with heavily updated graphics, and with close to the current generation, which is we're in Generation 9 now, but this game has up until Generation 7, but only has, like, mixed Pokemon from it. So it's not like a one-to-one kind of thing where it's like you can, where like if you were able to trade Pokemon from your Sun and Moon over to like this game, it would be able to go through, right? It's only some Pokemon that are passed through. Similar to how like if you've played the mod that for Minecraft called Cobblemon, where they have I think they have all of Generation 1, and they have parts of other generations in there too. It's a similar idea where, sure, like they have like some of it, but like they don't have all of it kind of thing. So right now I only have one piece than the other, so I'm trying to figure out how to get the second piece, or the second item. There's not really a good, like, I don't want to say walkthrough, but like there's not really a good source of information to find out where to get everything. I have used Reddit for the game. It has gotten me some things. It has clarified a few things that I thought of, so that's good. But it has also kind of just given me the ideas of like what to put in. I've also been testing around with other things in order for it to be, for me to be able to plan it out and stuff like that. So I already have like difference of like what I could attempt for the game itself. Okay, this isn't fair, man. Thank you. So like I'm able to like be able to come up with a challenge or something like that for it. There's only one that I can think of, which would be very cool. But you'll definitely know based upon like if I like say the name of the game kind of thing. Like if I were to tell you the name of the game, you'd probably already know. Okay, so like I've seen other people play this on YouTube, so I already know kind of what your challenge might be. But I hate to be like that sort of simple, if that makes sense. Even though there's not really any like anything else I could end up making that can make it even more of a challenge. But anyway. But since it's a Pokemon game, it's going to be like normal rules. Pokeballs only to catch Pokemon. Even though I think it has like some custom Pokeballs, but still same thing. Only Pokeballs to catch Pokemon. Try and stick towards like one Pokemon per route, but this one has a unique mechanic that I might just use a little bit, but I'm not quite sure how I want it to be used, so. Okay, so now I know how to do it. Okay. Now it's just the gym leader. Increase all our power points. Yeah, because I don't remember, like... Because we've only ever done 2 Pokemon fan games on the channel. We did Insurgents first. I thought Insurgents would be perfect because of the fact that it's a very long game. There's a lot of content to be done there. And there still is. Like, there still is content that I could do for that game in particular. Like, just because, like, I stopped the series doesn't mean that, like, oh, there's nothing for us to do. There still is. The only reason why I stopped recording it is because there's so many things to do that I don't know what people want to see. So I stopped. I stopped on a good note. I did as much as I did normally, minus like a couple things, but that's only because like those are very easy to do. Like, I was able to do the Meloetta part, which I'm very sad that they nerfed with the current version. I was very sad to hear that. I liked the original. Just the original, you just needed to know how that type of puzzle how that type of puzzle works. There's some good online... I think I found a Reddit post that led to a website that tells you how to solve those kinds of puzzles. Which I do recommend, like, if you do get the original copy of Insurgents, like version 1.1 or version whatever that gets you towards the finished game, I think the version I had was 1.2.3, I think, was when I finished the game before I got before I found out that there was a 1.2.7, I think. I think maybe like a lot of people just didn't understand the puzzle, and that's probably why that the one who like designed the puzzle probably just changed it. I think it would have been probably maybe a little bit better if what they did is instead they instead of doing what they did, they ended up making it so that each and every one is unique. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so like I don't really understand. Anyway. So yeah, so like I've been trying to get that game kind of like working to the way that I want it to. There'll be a few things that I want to mention because it'll make things much easier. And a few things that I found out while I was playing, I'll also mention them too, but I think I'll mention them the time where it would be more appropriate to mention it. So, like, instead of me just mentioning it all at once and you go, whoa, this is, like, information overload. It's like, okay, I'm going to go wait until when that information becomes, like, sort of, like, needed to know. Or just show it off. Like, and I'll be able to show it off at that time, too. There was one that I was trying to do I was trying to do it, like, in the normal games. And I was confused when, like, it wasn't working. So I looked on, so I didn't look at online or anything like that. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go do something else instead. And then quite by accident, I found out how to do it. And I was really confused by the fact that, like, I could do it that way. So I was like, okay, whatever. We need to head back to Golden Nod, if it's right. So we need to head down here. So as I currently speak, like I've almost finished Minecraft 1.21's base. It's a lot more done now. Close to the way that I want it, but more so like because like it's bigger than what I imagined I wanted it to be. And I could definitely tell you, like, where it's bigger than I really wanted it, but it's fine. It's not... I don't want to say it's not a huge deal, but, like, it's more so, like, something that's, like, always inside my mind is, like, I always like to have my bases small. Or as condensed as possible. Or in a way to kind of, like, better explain it, I always like to make my bases as small as possible. So, like, while sure you can make a big room that's, like, 20 by 20, I would rather make a room 5 by 5 if it fits everything in there in a neat little area. Because the thing is that, like, if you have to make a 20 by 20 area and then fill in those empty gaps, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just build a 5 by 5 room and then just like fill it in from there, because then it's going to be filled either way. Like, it's the same thing with, like, Minecraft houses in general. Like, I don't build big houses in Minecraft anymore. Look at Pixelmon Adventures. I just took a what was it? I took a blacksmith house and converted it into a base. Like, did I need to do that? No, I didn't need to do that, but like I could have built something like from scratch, but I always liked the original blacksmithing houses in Minecraft in general. So, you know, like, me using it in my design, it's fine. Like, I've already, like, grown to love doing that. Like, the only one that, like, there's a few villager houses that I actually like the most, that I like to always use. There's always the big house, that's always really good, but I always like to change a lot of the inside and the outside a little bit.